Massive protests gripped Tunisia on Saturday, organized by the country's most powerful union against the president, describing the regime as creeping dictatorship. The union has been at loggerheads with the president for months, carrying national flags and banners. More than 3,000 people flooded a main street in capital Tunis. The show of strength by Tunisian General Labour Union, or UGTT, appeared to be the biggest against President Kais Saied yet. The demonstrators marched across the streets chanting "Freedoms, freedoms, the police state is over." The protest is a result of Saied's recent crackdown on his opponents. UGTT feels that it too has been the target of this crackdown. Nearly 2 years ago, Saied seized wide-ranging powers by freezing the parliament and sacking the government. In the past 2 weeks, around 20 prominent political figures who are primarily his opponents have been arrested by the police. He has been accused of ruling through a coup. The UGTT chief urged the president to embrace dialogue and democratic ways, slamming him for pursuing a violent discourse that is dividing the country.
Today, anyone can be summoned by the courts. The problem is the way in which terror is practiced among children and the elderly, and the nighttime raids on homes for arrests. These practices must stop. We have created a revolution to put an end to these practices based on violence and misunderstanding.
The protesters also criticized the president for suppressing the voice of dissent.
Kais Saied does not have anything to offer the Tunisian people. He does not have realistic and tangible solutions for the people. He only suppresses parties, organizations and civil society forces. He has no options. We ask him to provide tangible solutions that can improve the lives of the Tunisian people.
The crackdown is the biggest since Saied seized power, and his opponents say he is dismantling the sole democracy that emerged from the Arab Spring Revolution. Several West African migrants are preparing to leave the country as they fear violence after his appeal to halt sub-Saharan immigration. He accused them of plotting a plan to change the demography of the country. On top of this, the country is dealing with an economic crisis and is in talks with IMF for securing a bailout. UGTT is seeking the president's accountability for all this.